Guys, I upgraded. The craziest thing happened, guys, is I purchased the Mac Mini M4 Pro and waited for it to come into the mail. Took a little while, there was some delay, and here comes Apple again announcing the Mac Studio Max and also their Mac Studio M3 Ultra. Definitely wasn't interested in that because I don't have the money for that. But the Mac Studio, based on the specifications that they had, was perfect in line with what I actually purchased here. Let's go over the details. So I'm grabbing my laptop, guys, and just so I don't make any mistakes with the numbers, I want to just tell you guys exactly what happened and hear what I was thinking, why I did what I did, and tell me if it makes sense to you guys. So I purchased the Mac Mini Pro and I upgraded to the 14 core, guys, 20 core GPU and the 16 core neural engine. All right, and then I also upgraded the memory to 64 gigs of RAM, upgraded also the gigabit internet to 10 gigabit internet, guys, and then I also upgraded the storage to a 1 terabyte. So I was very happy, guys, and I'm excited waiting for it to come into the mail. Like I said, there was some delay, and I think it was about like 2 weeks it took, and then like I mentioned, the announcement came out for the Mac Studio, and I was like, oh my god, I can't believe Apple has done this to me. Anyway, so when they came out with it and I look at the specification, I'm like, oh my god, it's not that much of a difference with what I purchased, because what I purchased came to around $2,440. An associate of mine mentioned to me that, hey, try to get, with the Apple discount, whatever, to get some discounts. I'm like, the student discount. I'm like, yeah, that sounds like a really good idea. So anyway, that's what I did. And like I said, I got this for $2,440.65 with this setup right here. I haven't used this yet. And then now, so the Studio now, it comes standard with the 10 gigabit internet for your internet, right? But I got the, where is it now? So the Mac Studio comes with on the ports at the back, it comes with these 4 Thunderbolt 5 ports. And then you have your, like I mentioned before, the 10 gigabit Ethernet. Then you have these 2 USB and the HDMI and a headphone jack. And of course, the power button on the back. That controversy that we actually have the power button on this at the bottom. Anyway, so this one has the Thunderbolt, I think it's the Thunderbolt 5, but it's 3 of them, and then you have the regular USB-Cs at the front with this one. And then now you have the Mac Studio that has the USB, 2 USB-Cs at the front, but not only that, it comes with the card reader at the front. And that made me like super happy, because if I told you what I'm coming from, you'd be surprised. Anyway, before I get into that, so the configuration that I have for the Mac Studio Max, and this is I got with a 16 core CPU, 40 core GPU, which is what I really needed more than anything else, because I do a lot of edits inside DaVinci Resolve. And then it comes with a 16 core neural engine, and I also got this 64 gigs memory and the 1 terabyte storage for the Studio, and that came to a total of $2,781, right? And like I mentioned before, the other one, which is the Mac Mini Pro, was $2,440.65. So in other words, I'm pretty much saving around almost $400 with the difference here. And when I saw it, I was like, wow, that's a no-brainer for me to get the Studio versus having the Mini. And based on the reviews that I saw before I even got the systems, was everybody was raving how fast it is, how smooth it is, especially when it comes onto DaVinci Resolve. And if I should show you guys what I'm actually coming from, because hold on one second. This is what I was coming from, guys. This baby right here. So big this is. So this has been my workhorse machine for some time now, and this is actually a PC system that is running Mac on there. So I was running the latest OS Sequoia, and everything was running fine. But once I started doing the upgrades on the Hackintosh, guys, I noticed that the system started to, lag a little bit, especially when it comes on to DaVinci Resolve, because I had to be I'm doing some large show edits for a company. And a lot of those shows oftentimes are between an hour and a half, between 2 hours. And my exports were 3 hours long. And for me, that was like really frustrating. But not only that, when it comes on to me being on the timeline, it was just lagging, and it's taking forever to render. So with DaVinci, what happened is when you go and start rendering the video, or rather when you're working within a timeline, anytime you add any new elements to the timeline, you see a red bar and you see it rendering. That red bar turns into blue. So that shows you that the video is actually rendered. And that was taking forever, guys. And for me, that is really frustrating. And I really want to get in and out as quickly as possible. Hence the purchase of the Mac Mini in the initial stage. So guys, tell me if I'm really crazy, but I think I've made a really great choice when it came on to purchasing the Mac Mini, of course, in the initial stage. But when they actually came out with the studio, it was just a no-brainer, because for me, I was thinking more future-proof of having a system that's going to last me for a couple of years now. And I think I've made the right choice by, upgrading from the Mini to the Mac Studio Max. So let me know in the comment section below, guys, what you guys think of my dilemma, my story, and tell me whether or not I have actually made the right choice. I think I did, but you guys can share your thoughts down in the comment section below. And I will just show you some few clips of me working with the studio, and I have to say, guys, I am truly happy that I did, because this thing is snappy and so quick. So yeah, I just hope that someone out there might see this video and might be in the same dilemma that I was in, and trying to decide whether or not they should upgrade and return this back to Apple. But yeah, I'm going to be returning this back to them. I haven't even powered it on yet, because once this came in, I was like, I'm not going to trouble this. But I said, let me just leave it for this video so that I can share my experience with you guys and tell you what actually happened to me. So, in the comment section below, let me know if I'm crazy. Let me know if I did the right thing. But, I'm really happy with the purchase of what, I made with the studio. And I think it's going to last me for a couple of years down the line. Because I'm not going to lie to you, I'm coming from this one here, which is the M1. And I don't know how many years now since that's been released, but this is still running really good, and I'm really happy with it. So to know that I've been having this for a couple of years now, and now having this, I think I'll be truly pleased with this. And not only that, guys, one of the things that I'm really happy for is the electricity. That thing sucks a lot of power from the wall. This is going to do a lot less, so my electricity bill is going to be even lower having this and using this here. So the one thing I'm really impressed about this too, guys, is how quiet it is when I'm working. I mean, I do feel the nice wind coming from the back of the studio, but I have to say that I haven't heard the fan. I haven't felt it being hot or anything of that nature when I was working. So I'm really and truly happy. And the one thing, like I said before, guys, it has been truly snapping. Not to mention the speed of the drive, the internal drive in there, guys. It is fast. I've never had any drive that fast, guys, and I'm truly happy with my purchase. Yeah, so leave in the comment section, guys, like I mentioned before, what you guys think. Am I crazy? Am I not crazy? And let's talk about it. All right, so there'll be upcoming videos. I'm going to be doing some stuff with this, and I'll sharing some my experience with it over a week or 2 week or whatever the case may be, and I'll get back to you guys and let you guys know how it goes. But yeah, I'm going to be returning this, guys, back to Apple and get back my refund because I'm happy with this. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.